Welcome back. The government has prioritized quality early childhood development since independence, recognizing its vital role in shaping the future of every child in the country. As we move towards Vision 2030, the government remains committed to ensuring that every Namibian child from birth to 6 years old has access to quality ECD services. And to support this goal, the Ministry of Gender Equality, Poverty Eradication and Social Welfare has launched the Early Childhood Development Management Information System report. The system aims to provide accurate and reliable, timely data, essential for shaping effective policies and programs nationwide. Joining us to break down the key findings of this report is the Deputy Director of ECD in the Ministry, Loide Velishavo. Ms. Loide, good evening. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Daily Roundup.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon.
To start with, how does the ECD Management Information System ensure that the data collected accurately represents all regions of Namibia, particularly, rural and remote areas where access to services might be limited?
Thank you very much for the question. The Early Childhood Development Management Information System data has been systematically collected from all ECD centers across the country, encompassing information up to the constituency level. This data has been collected by enumerators, and the enumerators responsible for data collection are from the respective areas, from within the region and the constituency too. And they are well acquainted with the areas, so they know exactly where the location of the ECD center. Consequently, the data collected accurately represent all regions in Namibia.
Now, the report has recorded, Loide, a 51.5% enrollment in ECD centers in the rural areas, which is slightly higher than the urban enrollment, which stands at 48.5%, and that's now for the year 2024. Could this be a true reflection of what's happening on the ground?
Yes. The recorded percentage for both rural and urban areas are accurate. I'm confident to say that. Our analysis indicates that we have 60% of ECD centers located in rural areas, and 40% are in urban areas. So this already indicating that if we have 60-40 ratio ECD centers in the country, the enrolled children that we are talking about, they are from within those centers, 60%, 60-40 ratio of ECD centers in the country. Despite this, that attribution to the fact the population in rural areas exceed that of urban area. So the information is accurate and reflecting what is happening on the ground.
It would seem that early childhood development has taken root in our communities, which is a good thing. But to what can we attribute this? And is it serving the purpose of which it has been introduced for?
I can say the overall, yes. ECD is serving its intended purpose by providing a strong foundation for children growth and development. And this benefiting not only the children, but also the families and communities. Children being at the ECD centers, not just merely be there, but they are learning, and what they are getting in a daily basis contributes to their growth. And this not only the growth, but also give them the success in future. So ECD components is not only learning, but we look at different areas like health, nutrition, hygiene. We have areas of childish growth, and that is what matters, the well-being of children in the country. And this helps children to grow healthier and to grow without any delay.
How can we go about assessing the performance of early childhood development centers, in terms of contributing to the school readiness of children?
Good. Our early childhood development centers across the country, pardon me, the question again.
My question was,
Pardon me?
Yes, my question was, Ms. Loide, how do we assess the performance of early childhood development centers, of the ECD centers, in terms of contributing to the school readiness of children?
No, we have our educators that are taking care of children are skilled with how to assess children to ensure that children are prepared and ready for school. So we have learning environment components that is helping educators to ensure that children are well prepared, children are well, and not only learning, but safety is also part of them, for them to be out of fear, because being in school is not only being learning, but should be developed in all areas, social, economical, cognitive should grow for them to be able to be ready for school. Because school is not only reading and writing, but it's more than that. So they are preparing to develop social, economical, social, cognitive, for them to be ready to learn in future.
We know, of course, that there are ECD centers that are supported by government, but I want to ask about the private centers and how they should get certification to be able to operate as a qualified ECD center.
Well, all ECD centers need to register, including private, and there is a standard. Namibia set a standard for all ECD centers to comply with, and it's not limited to the private sectors. For them to be registered or to be certified, there's a process for them to register. They have to apply, and being assessed if they comply with the standard is when they will be given a certificate for them to operate.
Ms. Loide, Namibia has a diverse cultural and socioeconomic landscape. So how does the management information system account for the needs of the marginalized groups, such as those in rural, indigenous or economically disadvantaged communities?
Well, the data that we are collecting in MIS, Management Information System, ensures that it's inclusive and the represents of all regions. When we collect data, we collect data to all ECD centers, irrespective of who are the children that are attending to those centers. We don't look at the background or economic status of the children at that center, but we go to all ECD centers, and of course, children from marginalized communities are part of our database, including also children with disability. So all of them, they are inclusive and they are part of the database. So for us to have it accurate, it's of course the data is safe and well equipped.
Just finally, Ms. Loide, with the release of the reports today, what tangible improvements can Namibian children expect to see in their education, health and overall well-being?
Well, it's quite a good moment that we had today to release the reports. It has a lot it has a positive trend, though it also has a gap that has been identified. But as a country, this is a document that will help us for planning, for policy development. It will help a country to do it in a right way, because what we have is tangible and what we have, it's real. And as we have a slogan for today of data must speak. Yes, when data speaks, we analyze and act accordingly, but we don't ignore. That is what we have and what we take from the launch of the report today.
Madam Loide Velishavo, thank you so much for your time this evening, and thank you for joining us here on the Daily Roundup.
Thank you.